And we are back with another episode of the Sobacksports podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Sobacksports podcast. I know it's been a weird week, but we are indeed back, and it is Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone that celebrate. And yeah, how you feeling, man? After well, I don't think we talked after the or created a episode after the Bears Vikings game. So I didn't really get your thoughts on that on the podcast.
Mhm.
So what do you
Yeah,
think?
I think overall that game, I feel like there was there's a lot to take from, right? Like obviously Caleb Williams played really good. I think in my opinion, other than maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars game, which is against a bad defense. So I guess this is his best game against a competent defense. And Brian Flores' defense, has made a lot of quarterbacks bad this season. Like his like blitz and everything. Caleb Williams played really well against that. He did take that bad sack in the overtime, but again, he's a rookie. He's gonna learn from those mistakes. But it just sucks. Like heartbreaker after heartbreaker after heartbreaker. The Bears just lose, and it's just like, when is enough enough? Like it's crazy. But again, some positives take from the game. Caleb Williams is our franchise guy. We finally got a quarterback that is, can lead us to a game-winning drives and make special plays and make winning plays. And like you're never not in the game with Caleb Williams as a quarterback. I felt like back against the wall, Caleb Williams played really well. Now this game against tomorrow against the Chicago against the Detroit Lions is a big test because the Bears need to win a game. Like it's just not. It's not even like we're trying to compete. I just want the Bears to win some games so Caleb Williams gets some um confidence. Because you can't just keep losing and expect your rookie quarterback to like be confident, and say, "Oh yeah, everything's all right, man." Like this is not how it works. So, um, it's a Thursday game on away. So and the Lions have never won Thanksgiving, so maybe they got a chance to win. We'll see in the predictions later. But I'm excited for that game tomorrow. Bright and early in the morning, watch that game. Hopefully that game makes my day. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I mean you're kind of hit the nail on the head pretty much, but there were a lot of positives in that game. It was the fact of the matter is you're kind of evaluating this season if Caleb Williams is the guy. He's slowly but surely answering that question. It's it's going to be interesting, at least in the last couple of games with left in the season, to kind of see how Caleb Williams with a great offensive coordinator really shines and how he's able to understand the offense a lot better. We've been able to see that early on in the season in his wins, especially against the Jaguars, um, the Panthers as well. But I think we're able to see a more confident Caleb Williams, especially in these last two games against two tough division opponents too. So the Lions can be like a third time is the charm, where third straight division game. Um, it is away, which hasn't been the team's strong suit, especially our coach's strong suit. But maybe there may be a chance given that it's no longer Shane Waldron and it's more Thomas Brown leading the charge with the offense. The offense looks like they're enjoying themselves a lot more now. Um, they didn't
Hmm.
really rely on the run game a lot last week because of Brian Flores' scheme. Um, I don't think that they're going to probably do the same thing, having Caleb throw for like, what, 47 times. It's going to probably revolve around like a 50-50 split of run and pass. So it's going
Hmm.
to be interesting, that's for sure. And Caleb, I think this season it just really is focusing on his development, seeing what we
Yeah.
have, and he's been showing a lot. He broke records last game too. So that's already saying a lot with what the quarterback, because the two quarterbacks we took in the first round, Trubisky and Justin, did not do that this past
Hmm.
like what he's been doing. But that's obviously because they their expectations. I mean, Trubisky's expectations were a little bit higher. Justin's were kind of a little bit tempered. It wasn't necessarily like his rookie season was, he needs to be out there. He had Andy Dalton behind him and whatnot. But this time it was Caleb is the starter from the start, and he has a great
Yeah,
team. And
I mean that's
he's been
true.
doing
That's
really
true.
good. Like, listen, he had a rough start. That like as a rookie quarterback does, and he's been
Hmm.
kind of still trying to figure out that deep ball. But that play on the sideline where he was like escaping and jumps with 2 feet off the ground to put it in the breadbasket to DeAndre Swift was something that, you know, as Bears fans, we have not seen from a quarterback. It's like something Mahomes does, like some kind of a play, kind of that Mahomes does, or like those top quarterbacks that you see that have that athletic gift that are able to, you know,
So,
manipulate defenses and are able to see those kind of coverages and drop it into the breadbasket. That's something we see in
mhm.
Caleb Williams and the clutch factor as well time and time again at this point where obviously that sack definitely was pretty bad but you gotta give credit where credit is due. He took advantage of that garbage time touchdown and drove it down the field, gave the Bears a chance because the Bears did take the onside kick, got it, and that was when it was go time. Caleb just did what Superman does is comes in the clutch, and he was able to get them into field goal range and seal the deal to go into overtime. That's
Yeah.
the intangibles you really want to see with your rookie quarterback. He's not shaken from all these losses that have happened, and it truly was the offensive coordinator that was holding him back all this time because you see a completely
Mhm.
different person from what Shane Waldron did with what Thomas Brown is consistently doing. And now the problem is Eberflus going to be on the head coach? Obviously, we both can completely agree, and I think we are on the Bears fans side where he's definitely going to be gone after this
Yeah.
season.
No. He's definitely gone after the season, but my thing was like when I was looking at like this week, a lot of media I was hearing. It's like last year, like at this time, right? We were like, okay, we had the number one pick. It was not our number one pick, by the way. Like it was Ryan Poles, mastermind. He got that pick against the Panthers, and I was like, okay, what are you gonna do with it? Like there was a real possibility he was gonna trade it, right? And when they decided after like the Bears lost to the Packers that um that Matt Eberflus, they're not even gonna like even interview other coaches, and they're gonna keep Matt Eberflus. I was like, why? Like,
Yeah,
and then when they traded Justin Fields, I was like, why did you not fire Matt Eberflus? Like, it just didn't make sense, and it just goes back to like the cycle, right? Um, Mitch Trubisky had two coaches in 2 years. Um, what's the name? Justin Fields, had two coaches in 2 years. And now Caleb Williams, he's about to have two coaches in 2 years. So it really leans to the fact that was Ryan Poles right when it came to not firing Matt Eberflus? Like, because my thing is right, we're saying all these good things about Caleb Williams, and rightfully so. He's played fine. He's played a really really good the last 2 weeks. I feel like against really good divisional opponents like the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings, who are in the playoff hunt. My thing is, why do we keep Eberflus? Like it never made sense to me, right? And I feel like if the Bears fire Matt Eberflus, which is eventually going to happen, it's inevitable. I just think that Ryan Poles has to be gone too. He just has to be gone because that decision alone derailed the season, and it really derailed hope for the Bears fans. And it's just like, do we have trust in Ryan Poles to get the new like, do we have trust in Ryan Poles to make good decisions for the Bears franchise, right? He really hasn't done that yet. Like he did some good moves like roster, but if your roster can't win, I don't care if you did those roster moves. These roster moves are not leading to wins, and your coaching decision is not leading to wins, right? So I'm tired of the Bears always being in the top 10 pick. And you said that Caleb Williams and Shane Waldron, it was all Shane Waldron. I would have to disagree there. I think Shane Waldron, because I saw Shane Waldron call good games with Caleb Williams, and I've seen Caleb Williams hold on to the ball. And with Thomas Brown still holding on to the ball. Yes, he's getting it out a little quicker against the blitz. He was really, really good. I just I think Caleb Williams was just being bad. It wasn't really Shane Waldron. That Shane Waldron was just a scapegoat. I'm not saying he should still be on the team, but it's like I just don't think that Shane Waldron is the reason why Caleb Williams was playing bad back then. He was playing bad. He is
Yeah, I don't think that's true though, because you see time and time again, like, yes, they had two good games with the Panthers and the
Rams
Jaguars,
too.
but yeah, you could say that, yeah, but that was because Caleb, like, reports were
So
coming
wait,
out that Caleb
okay, wait.
and
Okay,
the, like, the
what I don't like.
leaders.
This is what I don't like though. Wait, real quick. This is what I don't like. I don't like when people say that when Caleb Williams plays really, really good, it's all on Caleb. But when he plays really, really bad, it's on the coordinator. Like that's what I don't like, right? Because
I'm not saying that it's all bad. Like, yes, I agree that Caleb does play bad sometimes, but I'm just saying, like, there are there are, like, there's correlations and causations to kind of what transpired past like during the bye week. There was definitely a reason why that happened, and that is, it all stems from the fact of the matter, like, that Waldron just doesn't was, like Keenan Allen said, too much of a nice dude, and doesn't really push their players to be their best, or they
that's
haven't
cool.
trained
But like
hard. But, like, I
okay, that could be
agree.
one part. That could be one part of the pie, but I just don't think that it's all on Shane Waldron. Like, I just okay. When my thing is like when we're grading quarterbacks, I just don't like it when people say like, okay, at their highs, they're great. It's all on Caleb. He played amazing. But then we're gonna ignore him playing bad, and we watched it together. He was holding onto the ball, taking so many sacks. Yes, the offensive line wasn't the best, but he was taking so many sacks, not throwing the ball, not making his reads. Like he was doing bad. Like, and I just yes, I agree. Shane Waldron getting fired was the right decision. But to say that it was all on Shane Waldron, I just can't say that. I just cannot say that because we cannot be praising Caleb Williams and those 3 games that he had before the bye week, those consecutive 3 game win streak that we had. We cannot be saying, "Oh, wait, Caleb was arrived. He's amazing." And then what are we gonna do now? Like, what if Caleb Williams plays bad against the Niners and the Lions and the Vikings? Are we gonna blame Thomas Brown now? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I think Caleb Williams has been very inconsistent this year, but that comes with being a rookie. And and you said that like he's breaking a lot of records, right? Let's be honest, man. Let's be completely honest. I know there was a time period where Jay Cutler had Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall and stuff. But when has the Chicago Bears quarterback ever had these weapons? I'm being so serious. Like, when has the Bears quarterback ever had these weapons? Because I promise you guys, I'm very happy Caleb Williams is playing good, but I just don't agree with that fact because I think Mitchell Trubisky could have played well with these weapons. I think what's his name? Justin Fields could have played well with these weapons. Mike Glennon, I don't know how good he was, but he might have played well with these weapons. Jay Cutler, sure as damn hell would have won a Super Bowl with these weapons. It's because I just don't think that him winning, like breaking these records, is so awe dropping. I like it. I like it. We're finally getting a quarterback that is breaking records. Is close to 4,000 yards. But I just don't think it's so impressive because look, he's in the best situation. Like we all expected him to do this. Like be honest, we did, right? Like it's not just me, right? Like we all expected Caleb Williams to break the rookie record and to play well and play competent football. And because of what Ryan Poles did, credit to him, he did put Caleb Williams in a good situation. The only problem is you didn't get the coach right and you didn't get the offensive line right. That's the only 2 things Ryan Poles didn't do well. Defense pretty well. Special teams all right, but you got good weapons in Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett. Those are your 2 tight ends. You got DeAndre Swift, Roshan Johnson as your running backs. You got the 3-headed monster in Roma Dunze, DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen. I mean, what more could you ask, right? So obviously, I'm happy with Caleb Williams how he's playing, but I expected this. Like you have to. I expected the Bears to be a better record. And Caleb Williams, if he ends the season 4-13 with all the yards and stuff, it's still disappointing. So that's why winning games now is very important for him because you can't be going from 7-10 to 4-13. You just can't. You can't. With this roster, you can't.
I mean, I guess you could say that, but if it comes to the point where like you're losing these close games due to like special teams, like stuff like that, then it's kind of at the point like, you know,
Okay.
why not just if you want to address the offensive line, if you want to address the D line, like then there's if say you lose this next game, there's no way you're making the playoffs whatsoever. So just focus on Caleb Williams' development, focus on the offense, and try to win games. But then you're just ruining
But
your opportunity to get a top pick.
but okay.
Listen,
To be honest, like this season, were we trying to get a top pick? We
no, it
weren't.
wasn't. But think, listen, season like the Dallas Cowboys weren't expected to be like trying to get a top pick.
Okay, but
But
they're
then
also like
things
they,
changed when Dak Prescott got hurt.
yeah,
Like
but
things changed throughout the season. But
yeah.
but
Here's the
I'm not
problem though.
saying that
You're comparing a team that's 12-5, 12-5, 12-5 to a team that's consistently picking in the top 10.
no, I agree. That's fine. Like that's okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying like listen, there's a lot of bad that's happened this season and there's no like going around that. Yes, Ryan Bowles has not done a lot for this team, right? For it comes to the offensive line, the D line, et cetera, to the head coach, the staff as well. But you gotta like you could say that it's not that impressive to, break the rookie record for the Chicago Bears, but keep in mind that, how many quarterbacks have we had in like rotation and
How
like
many quarterbacks have had this team?
no, it doesn't it listen, you could say that they have this team that but the thing is the fact is it just never has happened. And you can say that like, you know, it's you should enjoy at least the fact of the like yes, you could say it's mediocrity and stuff like that, but you got to start somewhere. And that starting somewhere is with 6 games left. Caleb has broken that record and tied the passing touchdown record with 6
Mm-hmm.
games left in the season. That's impressive. And yes, he's been having a rocky season throughout this year, but he's shown a lot when it comes to why he was picked at the number 1 overall pick, why he
So
was so regarded as such a talent
okay,
in college, and why he was picked.
are you gonna keep the same energy when he like well let's just say okay for example the Bears lose the next three.
I'm not saying that listen, you're kind of misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, yes, he's played bad. He's played terrible at times. Like, I'm not trying to excuse them of that. But I'm just trying to say, like, as a rookie, things do happen. And there are
Mm-hmm.
some things for probable cause when it comes to the outside influences. But he has played bad, right? I'm totally okay with admitting that.
I thought that was a Shane Waldron thing though.
Yeah, Shane Waldron has a lot of things to do with that. But at the same time, Caleb as well is just responsible for the mishaps that have been occurring with the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that he's excused. I'm just saying that for the most part, he's been playing well. And he had to have played well in order to even get to that like record, to be really
So
honest
can I
with
ask you a
you.
question? Can I ask you a question like as a as a Bears fan? Um, do you think that with this team, like I'm being so serious, I'm not even trying to be pessimistic. I like Caleb a lot, and I think it would be phenomenal. Do you think that Mitchell Trubisky and Justin Fields could have played well with this team too, and putting up the same numbers as what he's doing? Because he's had
If
what
he if
6 games of
The
not even
only
throwing a
way I
touchdown.
could say is that if if Trubisky and Justin Fields both had in their rookie season started with this team, they could have been
Yeah.
really good with him. Yeah, they could have been. Yeah,
So okay, so him getting a 4,000 yard passing yards, like here's my thing, right? I would have thought it was impressive if he won because that's something the Bears don't do is winning. Winning is something we don't
but
do. We
but
don't do.
how,
But getting these empty stats, it's
but
fine. I
that's
mean,
not
it's cool.
true. That's
That's not true.
like if the last 2 games were decided on a field goal. Like you
Wait.
can't say
Hold on,
that it
hold
was
on,
all
hold on,
on
hold on,
Caleb.
hold on, hold
Caleb
on.
put him in
No,
position to win.
no, but it was. It was. He took a sack on third down,
Right, I
second
agree.
down.
But it was also listen, as much as we tout our defense for being so great, yes, listen, rookies do make
Or
that
you
mistake.
had a
That's
chance.
definitely on
I'm
him.
sorry,
I'm
you
talking
had
about
a
the Green Bay
chance to win the
Packers game.
game.
The Green Bay Packers game, they were set up to win that game, but
Okay,
because of
I'm not
special
putting the
teams
Green Bay.
error.
I'm not putting the Green Bay Packers game on him. I'm talking about the
What
Minnesota
about the
Vikings game.
Commanders game?
He played bad throughout the game. Like you could have
Oh,
scored more touchdowns.
no. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear
Okay.
at the end when it mattered the most. Caleb Williams set them up in a position to win that game, but because of Eberflus's defense, like
I'll say DeAndre
I don't
Swift did
understand
that.
why you're kind of like this, like all that. Like, how did that? What? Why is it so hard for you to like understand that that's the case? Like, yes, he's
Okay,
played
so
bad, but
I think the reason why is because we're it's not set. We're putting the bar was here when the season started, and now we're bringing it all the way down here. Like, no, I'm being so serious. Okay, you want to bring back our prediction videos, like where we said what our expectation was Caleb Williams or what to do.
yes,
We
but
told him
expectation,
to
but
we told him to get 4,000 yards. Okay, that's cool, and also bring us to a winning record. Hasn't done that. It could happen,
that's
but
not.
it's not.
But how many times is even with Justin Fields the record is not indicative of a quarterback's performance.
That's
Rookie
not true.
wins are not a rookie. Wins are not a QB stat
They are.
whatsoever.
They are.
How? How is it a
Because
rookie? How is it a
because
stat?
whenever I heard last year, people said Justin Fields 10-28, 10-28, 10-28. I'm gonna keep that same energy now for Caleb Williams. You're 4-7, buddy.
Okay, I mean that's. I guess that's you.
I
I
look,
don't
look,
really.
look.
I'm
I
not
hope
doing
he
that.
wins. I hope he wins. I hope he wins. I hope he brings us like winning because I want winning. I want a quarterback can win. You can that's cool. You can have these stats. All I care about at the end of the day is scoreboard. And he had a
But
chance
this
last week to
coaching
win the
staff
game.
is not ready to like, especially
Cannot
our
keep
main
putting.
head coach is not winning, like doing preventative
I just
defenses and not able to clock manage and giving up
so
yardage
all these
for no
losses. Okay,
godforsaken reason.
so all these losses, I've seen a pattern. It's never on Caleb Williams. It's always on the coaching staff.
No, most of it is on the coaching staff, but there is a good amount that's on Caleb Williams. Like that's the
I just
thing.
never like last year. People always blame the quarterback, and now we're just not blaming the quarterback anymore. We're just gonna blame the coaching staff now.
Because last year he was in his third season in the NFL versus a rookie quarterback. Yes, they have different situations with talent, but third year versus first year is insane to me. You cannot compare both of them. It's not apples to apples.
All right, bro.
But
Look. At the end of the day, man, I'm you know me. I'm a huge Fields fan, and I understand that. But look, I feel like Caleb. I think it's time. I'm happy with your stats, but can you win a football game? That's my thing. When it matters the most,
you
can you
put
win the
us in a
football game?
position to win
I
multiple times, and it just
So if
things
Patrick Mahomes have
outside of
lost
his
these two
control
last games,
happen.
Mahomes, like, okay, for example, Burrow, the media is killing him for losing his games, but it's not even his
But it's
fault.
not even on Burrow.
It
Burrow
is
is doing
because
everything he
everyone
can, but his defense can't stop or fly.
and everybody is saying it's his fault. He's not, and that's why he's not winning MVP.
First of all, let's stop with this everybody because most media out there. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's take a little step back, right? We talk a lot, and you always have this agenda where everyone says this, everyone says. Listen, a lot of the people, a lot of media pundits, when it comes to the NFL, when it comes to the NBA, when it comes to any big time sports show, they need to have something to fuel the fire. They need something to blame, somebody to put the blame on. They they'll if it means
You know what you're doing right
not
now
necessarily having the right stats to back up their claim, they will literally utilize, rage bait or anything to put down the quarterback. That's what we saw with Justin Fields. That's what we saw with Lamar Jackson. That's what we saw with Joe Burrow. That's what we saw with a bunch of quarterbacks in the league. And
Lamar,
it's the
man.
same with Caleb at times. Caleb, when he was losing, it was like, oh, did they take the wrong quarterback with Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels has been doing good. Now Jaden Daniels is falling off a little bit, and now they're going with Bo Nix. Whatever is the hottest topic, whatever can drive a lot of people to comment under their section or can have a
No,
discussion. That's what they're going to do. at the end of the day.
I wait.
Like
Okay,
you
okay.
can't
I
just
get what
say
you're
that
saying with the
everyone is
media.
saying that because behind closed doors, it's just gonna be the real topics that we're talking about.
All right, be realistic, man. How much wins do you think the Bears are getting this season? Be realistic.
Realistically, I mean, if they keep losing games like where it's like
No, be
decided on
realistic.
a field
Be,
goal, then
no,
it's
no, no,
like
no, 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 no. Be realistic. Like, how much do you think the
realistically,
Bears are
I
going to win?
think maybe we could maybe reach to 7 again. I wouldn't be
That's
surprised
crazy.
if we do.
That's crazy. I think the Bears are going 4-13, or maybe 5-12. And if you go 5-12, how can I say like that was a good? It was a good season.
It wasn't.
Even if Caleb Williams has these stats, like how can I say that's a good season? You were supposed to be the upgrade, and you're not winning football games.
But how is it all in the quarterback?
Okay, Cardinals. Do you think he played well against the Cardinals?
No, he didn't.
Okay, Patriots. Did he play good against the Patriots? Who were fighting for the number one pick. Did he
Nope.
play good against them? Did he play
Nope.
good
But the
against?
whole team
Yeah.
wasn't playing that good
Did he,
either.
did he play good against the Colts? It always is on the quarterback, man. Quarterback is the number
I
one
mean,
guy
he
on the
did
team.
technically play good against the Colts. Yeah, if it
No,
weren't
he
for
didn't. He
stupid
fumbled the
plays.
ball. He fumbled the ball when it mattered most. The defense got to stop. You cannot even blame the defense. The defense only allowed 21
But I
points in
mean,
that
he
game.
did
He had
play
three
well. I mean, they were
turnovers. He had
trying to
three.
win.
He had three turnovers on that game. The
But
Texans game.
compared to the Cardinals and Patriots game, that was definitely a lot better.
No, the Texans game he played garbage.
No, wait,
And
are you talking about the Colts where he actually like threw for like 300 yards, like had pretty
yeah,
good
and
solid stats and had essentially carries?
I remember he had the ball to win the game and he fumbled. Like I remember that. It
Okay,
was.
yeah, sure, but he was like
I
trying
thought
to
I
lead
thought I
that.
thought he's clutch though. I thought he's clutch.
I mean, he showed that he was, and later
So
on.
I'm just asking y'all,
But wait,
like
I'm
right now.
confused. Are you? Wait, hold on. So, what's with this like agenda that you're trying to push? Like, I don't understand. You say you
Okay,
like
so I'm
Caleb,
trying to say
but
I like Caleb a lot. I do. I really do. But I'm just saying I want everyone to push back on what they said before. Like just because he's putting empty stats and losing games, and that's just not gonna say that he's
but
the
there's so
for
much
sure
that
quarterback of the
is.
future. Because you're okay. Because I'm sorry. I am so sorry. When the Bears traded Justin Fields and drafted Caleb Williams, I said, and everybody in the Bears media
But
said
was
that they
Justin even clutch? Like, let's be really honest with ourselves. Was Justin ever clutch, except for that one game where he actually fumbled twice before getting a third opportunity from Josh
Yeah, he was
Dobbs because
clutch.
Josh
That's
Dobbs was
clutch.
not that
That's
good.
clutch. It's clutch. I mean, Caleb Williams has fumbled before. The Bears gave him an opportunity to win the game against the Houston Texans, and he couldn't throw a single pass, bro. Like, what are you
Okay,
talking about?
okay,
The
but okay,
Bears
one
defense gets
time.
you a stop. The Bears get you no. Bears get you a stop
But
against
wait,
the Colts, and you fumble.
wait,
Then
but
we'll
okay,
talk about
but
the
wait. When Justin does it, is that fine? Is that okay?
wait. What are you talking about?
No, Justin is dude. The amount of times that Justin
Wait,
has
Justin's not
like
clutch. You're saying
tried to lead drives and be clutch.
yeah. He's
You
also had a
you've watched the games.
significantly. He had a significantly worse team. It's not. It's not even. It's night and day. It's night and day for what Justin Fields had. Okay,
Okay,
I'll tell you. Okay, college football fans, if you guys are watching this, it's basically like Fields had like I don't know Boulder, and Caleb Williams has Ohio State when it comes to offensive weapons. I'm
okay.
sorry.
I
How are
mean,
you gonna get a
sure.
game-winning drive? How are you gonna get a game-winning drive with Dante Pettis, Equinemius St. Brown, and Darnell Mooney? I'm sorry, you're not getting a game-winning drive with that. I I'm sorry, you're not. You're not getting a
But
game-winning
okay,
drive with only
okay.
DJ Moore.
But when Caleb, all he has to do is drive down the field, get them
And
into
he
field goal
hasn't been
range.
clutch all the time. His clutchness
Okay,
has not led to
what?
winning.
Oh, does he have to be clutch every single time in order for him to be good? Is that the
No,
case?
but you're saying you're okay. You're
Okay,
saying
but
like
in
right,
the rookie season, he's been clutch against the Commanders. He's been clutch against the Packers, and before overtime, he was
nothing
clutch
with
to
Caleb
get to.
Williams, and I think James Jones is really said this really good. He said this: Caleb Williams always has that one drive that he plays really well, and then we all mask from what he did bad in that game. It's always like okay, maybe the Packers game was that one last drive. Packers game, we were also acting like he played amazing that game. He didn't throw a single touchdown that game. He wasn't. His red zone efficiency was not that great. It wasn't. Remember that drive where it went for 6 minutes? No points. Led to a Packers score. He wasn't phenomenal that game. He was okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to just say like, oh, Caleb was like phenomenal. He's not been phenomenal. He's been all right. And with all these expectations, I feel like it's been disappointing. The Bears are one of the most disappointing teams this season. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to knock on Caleb Williams. I think he's gonna be phenomenal. I hope he's phenomenal. That's the best for my interest. If he's the next Tom Brady, he's gonna be great. I like him a lot. But if he ends the season 4-13, it's a disappointing season no matter what his stats are. I'm sorry. You end the season 4-13 and 5-12, and you end with a top 5 pick. It's a disaster of a season, and it's also on Caleb Williams. I'm tired of putting it on the coaching staff because they did not put the blame on the coaching staff last year. I will not put the blame on the coaching staff this year because it's a different quarterback. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to break on Caleb Williams. I think he's a phenomenal guy. I really like him a lot. I like what he brings to the team, but I am not ready to just say it's all on the coach, and I'm not trying to put the blame on the coach, man. You can do that. Bears fans can do that, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to call it right down the middle. I'm going to keep the same energy. And if you're going to say that for Fields, I'm going to say that for Caleb Williams right now. You were supposed to be the upgrade. You've not been the upgrade. You're losing games. You're losing games this season. You're 4-7. You're 4-7 with an easier schedule, and you're losing. And you have a better team. I hope you win this game against the Lions. I hope the season turns around. But since the bye, you're on a what 5-game losing streak or 6-game losing streak. I don't know, lost count. But I'll say this, man, it's never been this bad. Losing last year, it wasn't this bad. We started 0-4, but it wasn't this bad. It wasn't this bad. During this time, we started catching fire. We started catching fire after during this time. You can shrug, but it's truth. We did.
Okay. I mean, okay, I guess we have to agree to disagree. But yeah,
So wait,
I
wait,
think
wait, 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 real quick before we get the pickups. You think that's all on the coaching staff that coach get no blame? You go 4-13. It's an amazing season.
you know I didn't say that. And you know it. And you keep on saying the same thing. But
Wait,
it's
wait.
okay.
So wait, but I thought it's on the coaching staff though, right?
It is like literally 50-50. It's literally both. Like I cannot
All right,
say any otherwise.
all right,
But if you're
whatever.
gonna say it's
Okay,
like 100% on the quarterback, then by all means go
I'm not
for
saying
it.
100%. I'm not. I want to put some blame on the quarterback, dude.
Put some, but but the way you're talking, it's like you're acting as if it's your all of it. It should be on the quarterback.
Because
Which one is it?
okay, my thing is, are you happy with the season if it ends at 4-13 and you have Caleb Williams throws for like 3,600 yards, but you end the season 4-13? You're okay with that? You still think that Caleb Williams is the guy?
I mean, it depends on how he does. I mean, he has to be. He is the guy. What are you talking about?
All right, let's agree to disagree, man.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right,
I guess we have to because he definitely is the guy. No matter what. But,
all
anyways,
right.
all
So
right.
he's better than Justin when he went 4-13. All right, that's cool. Um, that's cool.
Okay. Anyways, Packers. I guess Bears, Lions. What are we thinking?
Uh, you got Bears.
I don't know. I was originally picking Lions, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of done being pessimistic at this point because it's like it's whatever. I might as well just pick the Bears. Like, let's see. Let's shock the world tomorrow. You know?
As much as I want the Bears to win, I think the Lions win this, man. I think the Lions win it.
Okay.
Sadly.
I take the Giants to win this one. It's like addition by
No,
subtraction.
I got Cowboys, man. I got Cowboys easily.
Hmm. I don't know. I think the Cowboys can win this game, but it's like I don't know. I have some kind of weird feeling because Drew Lock is going to be playing in this game. So
He's not. He's yeah, bro.
against the
He's
Cowboys
not.
defense, it's kind of like just Michael Parsons and I forgot his name, Dexter Lawrence. Like,
And this team
um,
just beat this team just beat the what's it called um the Commanders, who are a playoff team.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this game. I
And
think the
this
Giants will
team,
get
the
the revenge.
Giants just lost to the. They just lost to what's it called, the Buccaneers by like 50.
Right, right. But I don't know. I think
All
like
right,
it doesn't really matter. It's a week to week league, and I think that the Cowboys have the best interest of tanking, but I think that's
Soback
probably
is
why
a
the
Soback is a Cowboys hater, guys.
I mean, hey, I've picked the Cowboys multiple times, but I guess New York Giants. I have a feeling that they might win this game. That's all.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Packers,
I
Dolphins.
going with Packers.
I'm going with the upset here.
Unless
I
they want
think
Miami to
Dolphins.
win, I don't think.
I think Tua's pretty good. Like Tua's been playing really well. I've been really happy with his performances right now. He's been really good. Um, Dolphins are a way better team. Like not than the Packers, but like they're a way better team than what they were without Tua. Um, so yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins to make the upset in Lambeau Field on Thanksgiving. Give me the Dolphins to win this game.
Yeah, I don't see the Dolphins beating the Packers, and I think it's going to be cold in Green Bay.
No matter
So
the narrative of Tua cannot play in the cold ends tomorrow. It ends tomorrow
I
in
hope
Lambeau.
so.
He gets
I
he
hope
gets his
so.
Lambeau moment. He gets his Lambeau moment. Let's
That'd
go.
be great. Genuinely, I would be so happy if it, but I doubt it. Genuinely doubt it. Chiefs, Raiders. I take the Chiefs. There's no way. Like
Yeah,
the
Chiefs,
Raiders win.
Chiefs,
Yeah.
Chiefs. Yeah,
Falcons, Chargers. That was kind of tough, honestly. I think only reason I think the Falcons because they're coming off a bye week.
I
The
got the
Chargers are
Chargers.
coming off.
I think the Chargers will win because they need a bounce back and they're just a better team.
That is true. I can see them winning, but part of me thinks that the Falcons, are trying to have something to prove. I think the last game that they played, they lost pretty badly, and they're trying to win in a division that's pretty up for grabs. Um, but the Chargers as well could win. I wouldn't be surprised. Steelers,
All right,
Bengals.
I got the Bengals. I actually genuinely think the Bengals they're due for a win, and I think the Steelers. You lost to the Browns. Like you're not a serious team.
But it's
Russ
the
will throw.
Steelers. They don't make everything
Russ
easier.
Russ will throw some picks here, and
Hmm.
the stock will go down. But I got the Bengals here. I think Joe Burrow's just a better quarterback. I know the defense, but think about it. The defense doesn't really have to worry that much. Like this is the Steelers. The Steelers don't really have a good offense, so I don't think the defense I think can hold up. So give me the Steelers to win this one. I'm sorry, the Bengals.
I have a sleeper
Oh,
pick.
you got the Cardinals. You got my Cardinals. You got my Cardinals.
Yeah, I have the Cardinals winning. I think the Vikings are due for a loss. Um, they escaped victory with the Bears, and I think the Cardinals are just trying to, you know, punch them in the mouth at this point when they're not looking. Because they played a terrible game against the Seahawks. So, you know, but I don't know. It may be, yeah, it could be completely bad. This could be a very bad pick, but I have a feeling that could work. Wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Yeah, I got the
Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty standard. Like I mean, Patriots are really trying to tank. But I feel like I could see the Colts losing to the Patriots too. I have a feeling it could be like one of those games of our time where it's like both teams just don't want to win, and whoever just loses the worst loses. You know, or like you know what I mean? Like they just like they want to see who can try to lose, and then I don't know, but that's just my
Yeah.
thinking. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots won. Colts, I think, win though.
Okay.
Seahawks, Jets.
I got the Hawks. Yeah, I got the Seahawks winning this one too.
Yeah, Jets
Straightforward.
are in full tank mode. You know, at this point, with all the additions they've made, just kind of save their season. They already lost 8 games, and they're in a very tough AFC. I don't see them making the playoffs whatsoever. So, um, yeah, I just think that the Jets lose, and the Seahawks are trying to make playoffs.
Uh, I got the upset here. Tiny. Oh, you got it too. Tennessee. Yeah, I got the upset here. I think the Washington Commanders oh my god, I've been telling y'all the Commanders are not like
Yeah,
that. They not like that. They not like that.
yeah. I think
Give me
the Commanders are experiencing what the Cardinals are experiencing, and the Cardinals are looking at this Commanders team and be like, "I told you, I told you," and USC as well. USC was like, "I told you, this is what you're gonna get with Cliff Kingsbury and his offense. Once the halfway point of the season comes around, his offense will start getting figured out. And there's been graphs that show by the time it hits November and October, his EPA dips. So, that's why. And also, Jaden. It doesn't help that Jaden Daniels is also nursing a injury when he's still playing. When your offensive coordinator is also kind of like not calling the right plays or trying to call the plays to assist his wounds, But
Yeah.
I think the Titans can win. Will Levis had a really big win against the Texans. So I think they're coming off of like a big win.
He's still, in
So
my opinion, not the guy. He's still not the guy, in my opinion. I think they got to move off of him. But I think they get a pretty good win against the Commanders.
yeah, I hope so.
I got the Texans. I actually disagree with you here. I think the Texans are the way better team. I know they looked a little bad, but like the Texans, CJ Stroud, the one team he plays really good against is the Jags, and I'm going with the Texans here, man. I
That's
can't pick
fair.
against my boys, CJ.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, completely fair. Like I'm not saying that you're wrong. I think the Texans have the best opportunity to win, but I think the AFC South is such disarray right now. That like, remember in the beginning of the season or preseason and all that, we were thinking the AFC South's going to be one of the best divisions in the football, and rightfully so. When we were at the time like predicting, because with all the additions that the Texans have made, the Jacksonville Jaguars have
I
made.
never said that.
Well, at least I did. At least a lot of pundits did too. Like Titans have made a ton of moves this offseason, to kind of bolster up their offense, bolster up their defense and offensive line.
Well, I
They
knew the
got JC
Titans were always gonna
Latham.
be bad. I knew the Titans were always gonna be bad because of the quarterback. But yeah, they did make some moves.
I didn't think they were. I thought Will Levis showed a decent amount in the previous season that he had the capability of being until he this year when they played the Bears, they started becoming a meme. That's really it. But I think the AFC South is really unpredictable. So I'm just gonna say
Mhm.
Jacksonville shocked the world, man. I guess I don't know. Saints Rams. I feel like this is a very tricky one. I think
I
you
got the
know.
Rams.
I feel like the
Bounce
Saints are
back.
trying to like pull something here, pull a fast one. You know what I mean?
They ain't pulling nothing, man. This team sucks. But yeah,
They
I
do.
get you. It's just
No, they do. They do. But I think their offensive coordinator. I feel like it's just like a Raiders moment. They're like delaying the inevitable with like Antonio Pierce. They got Rizzy, what his name is, and
mhm.
he's been able to get them some wins, 2 wins in a row. I think so. Like, I think they're riding off that that camaraderie. But
Okay.
but I think the Rams could win this. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, but genuinely wouldn't be. But the Saints are pretty good when it comes to their new offensive coordinator. Oh boy. I think this could be an interesting game. I think the Panthers are going to make it fun. Um
I got Bake
but
Show. I got Bake Show getting like 4 touchdowns. It's not gonna be close. I think the Panthers got lucky against the Chiefs. I really like Bryce a lot. I think he'll have a solid game, but I think the Bucks are gonna beat the Panthers. It's not even gonna be close. I got Bucks winning this easily.
I wouldn't be honestly. I feel like this is kind of a weird matchup. The NFC South is also weird too, where you
Yeah,
have the
but it's
Buccaneers.
weird. It's weird until you get the Panthers, though.
Yeah, because last year they had a struggling time beating the Panthers for some reason. But this
Yeah,
year, like I think with Mike Evans back, it does help. But is Godwin still out?
yeah, he's out for the season. I
Oh,
think.
it's out for the season. Damn. But yeah,
But it's okay. Bake
it
Show will
helps with
bake
Mike
though.
Evans.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I agree. But like I think that don't sleep on the Panthers offense too. Dave Canales has been doing a pretty good job. But yeah.
Yeah, former team. Okay.
Ooh.
Eagles, Ravens. I got Philly actually taking this. I got Philly.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Philly does. Like it's the battle of the two MVP running backs or offensive player of the year with Saquon and Derrick Henry. They're essentially just fighting off of like who can beat like in the conversation or like I feel like they're just gonna try running all over each other. Um
Yeah, I
and it's
mean
gonna
it's
be
a good
pretty fun.
game.
I think this is one of the more fun games to watch because this
Yeah.
will be a true test for Baltimore.
Wait,
Um,
well, it's 3:25 game. Okay.
yeah, this will be a true test
But
for Baltimore.
is no Sunday night football?
No, there is. Yeah, there's
Where?
Sunday night, and that's what we're gonna get to next.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. This game should be no. This game should be flexed.
For
No.
this,
This game,
like genuinely for
yeah, for
this
that.
one,
I thought that should be Sunday night football. I was gonna say like Eagles got Sunday night football back to back weeks, but I got the Bills too. I
yeah,
think the Niners are just this is a Super Bowl hangover, and you got a lot of questions this offseason to answer. Is Brock Purdy the guy? Look, I said this. Brock Purdy should be the guy, I think, because it's painful to say this, but I saw the offense last week with what is his name, Brendan Allen,
Jonathan Allen
like,
or
whatever his name is. It sucked. It was terrible, and they had some weapons, so not everybody can maybe. I mean, you got to be decently competent, and Purdy is that to run that offense. So I think the Bills easily run past the Niners. Man, it's not even gonna be close.
yeah, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, Buffalo coming off of a bye, I think, so they're gonna be healthy, rejuvenated,
Yeah.
unlike the Niners, who got absolutely trounced by the Packers. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
rough
But
one to
why
come back from.
Monday Night Football is weird, man.
Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting. Jameis versus Bo. Um, I take the
That's not
Broncos.
interesting at all. There's nothing interesting about that matchup.
I don't know. I think it would be pretty fun. It'd be a
It
big
reminds me
test for
of
Bo.
remember Broncos Saints? That
Yeah.
stinker of a Thursday night football game.
Hmm.
Like I genuinely think the NFL should just stop putting Thursday night football and Monday night football. They should just
Well,
stop.
they're not gonna do that because of money. But
Okay, then
um,
put the good matchups on these days so that everyone in the
well, when
world can
they're
see these.
listen. The issue with that is I'm not coming to the defense of the NFL. I'm just saying what is facts, and that is when they create the schedule, they have to take into account a lot of the travel, the intricacies when it comes to they utilize like an algorithm every season to make the schedule work the way it does. And flexing
No, I
isn't
get
as
that.
easy as you think it is because it has to be done weeks in advance.
No,
Like
no,
a
no, no.
month or
I
so
get
in
that.
advance.
But this matchup should never be on a Monday Night Football.
I mean, at the time it was because they think that Watson
Why?
would have been good by then or something. I don't know.
Maybe I
For
don't know.
some
Okay,
god
but I
forsaken
got
reason.
to answer the question. To answer the question, I got the Broncos winning.
I agree. I do too. It's pretty straightforward stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's all our picks. Yeah, I mean, this has been an interesting week. Only one episode, but hopefully next week it'll be back to consistency. It's just weird during this time of the year when it comes to um work, obviously. But
Yeah.
um, this isn't my full-time job, so it's like I have to manage both. And you have school as well, so it's like yeah,
Hmm.
folks, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys again for the support for the last couple of weeks. We're almost near the tail end of the NFL season. It's been fun doing this podcast with you and letting people see our content. And always remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Really means a lot to me and um, for even running this channel too. So you know, drop a like, comment down below, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone, watching. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.